Owner Japan extends their Juster lineup into the Juster Shad, a brand new big hardbait offering from Imakatsu, and the 2023 Lucky Box from Megabass lands. This is what's new this week at the Hookup Tackle. Welcome to the Hookup Tackle. The Hookup Tackle is the world's largest showcase of Megabass products, featuring baits and colors not found at any other dealer. The Hookup also offers a wide display of OSP, Evergreen, Depths, Lucky Craft, Jackal, and many more. The Hookup Tackle is owned and operated by family, is staffed by guides and verified tackle nerds who love helping anglers elevate their craft. If you're in the Phoenix area, we'd love to have you stop by our showroom and check out the wonderful world of Megabass and the Hookup for yourself. If you shop online, there are almost 10,000 SKUs of Megabass products alone, with hundreds of other companies and new products being added daily. So next time you're looking for that hard to find bait, that color your fish have never seen before, or maybe you just want to elevate your game, look at thehookuptackle.com. Welcome back, my friends. I am Ben with the Hookup Tackle, the Tackle Otaku on Instagram, being joined this fine Sunday morning by my buddy Jeffrey the King. We're the Hookup Tackle USA. This is what's new this week at the Hookup Tackle, where we highlight new product drops and important restocks so you guys can stay on top of your game. Jeff, do you remember what you're doing? It's been a couple weeks since you and I have been in this position.
Unfortunately, we were back in this position.
Welcome back to America, sir. You look sad. Cheers, my friends. Jeff and I have been basically touring Japan the last few weeks, meeting with all the great companies, seeing the new products, working on some special things for you guys for this next upcoming season. You know what today is, Jeff? Today is Super Bowl Sunday. Are you pumped? Do you even follow football? Who do you got, Jeff?
I remember when we were in Japan.
Cheers.
And we were coming back home and you were like, yeah, who's playing in the Super Bowl?
I didn't know.
Yeah.
I even told my kids, I'm like, you watching the Super Bowl? They're like, who are you rooting for? I'm like, dude, I didn't even know who was in it until like 4 days ago. So if you guys are who is it, the Bears and the Lions?
I thought it was the Suns and the Diamondbacks, but
I thought the Cubs were in it.
Ah, that's right.
Cheers. If you guys are Eagles or Chiefs fans, I hope today is an amazing day for you. I'm just here for the commercials. Actually, I'm probably going to be sleeping. Jet lag is kicking my ass. But cheers, my friends. Happy Sunday. Missed you guys. Special thanks to Griff and CJ for holding down the fort. Good job, Griff. Yay. Cheers to you. Jeff, you want a beer?
No.
No, you haven't left Japan. Same, Jeff.
I had 2 in Japan.
In almost 3 weeks' time.
Right.
2 beers.
2 out
and
of
one
5.
was because they refused to serve you water.
Which was crazy.
I should have started you at that restaurant.
Yeah.
They basically looked at you like you were retarded for ordering water.
I was like, Mizu, and they're like, beer.
No, you will get beer. That was the best place we went to the whole time.
Fantastic, yeah.
My friends, cheers. Thank you for the business and the support and for following along with our adventures. We'll drop many of the things that we filmed while we were over there over the next couple of months. Some of the things we aren't allowed to share yet, but I'll just say there's some really amazing stuff coming down the pipe. So let's dive into some amazing stuff that we have today, Jeff, shall we? All right. The limited edition 2023 Lucky Box from Megabass has arrived. Now, this is a special thing that Megabass does every year. They are basically just a limited edition lucky / mystery box of goods, right? There are only 150 of these that land in the US. So if you purchase one, you're gonna get one of 150. They are also 150 bucks, $149.99, okay? So each box is going to feature the same baits, but they could be different colors, and that is the mystery. You don't know what color you're getting until you get your box, right? So no telling what is inside of the box. I'm gonna open a couple just so that we can get an idea of what's in it and show you guys what a mystery box would include. So you are going to get, first up, a limited edition Megabass lunchbox. This is a 3043 red double deep lunchbox, so that's pretty sick. Inside, here we go. Here's the first one. So each box is going to contain a Megabass Switch, a Pop X, and a Pop Max. Okay, so you're gonna get 3 baits. each one of these are limited edition colors. So in this particular one, you can see the sewage color. Should we open it? Let's open it. Now again, keep in mind that each box, the colors are gonna vary. So some of them will have the same, some of them will be different, okay? So Karajishi 2023 Kogani is the color here on the sewage. The Pop X, now keep in mind it's the year of the rabbit. So all the Pop X colors are gonna be rabbit type colors. So No Usagi is the name of this one. It's a sick color. I love those eyes. And then the Pop Max in this guy, oh, that's filthy. This happens to be, I haven't had enough beer. Parauchu. So that's a sick one. Yeah, that looks dope. So they're gonna be different colors. Now, also inside, there is a limited edition carbon fiber Megabass pouch. Okay, so similar to the pouches that are out now, but this one's full carbon fiber with the Megabass on there. And there's also a couple of stickers inside as well. So there you go. There is the Megabass Lucky Box. Again, the lucky portion is you don't know what color you're getting, so maybe you're lucky. Oh, they're all going to be lucky. So they're going to vary. Let's open one more just to give us an idea of what other possibilities. Watch it be the same exact colors, right? I just grabbed.
Hey, can you get the box before it crashes?
Thank you, Geoff. So here's another one. I'm just going to open it up just to look at the colors and see if they're any different. Yep, different colors in this one. So you can see the Pop X and the Pop Max are different colors. You've got a gray giant Pop X here and a different color Pop Max there. So there you go, guys. Again, only 150 of them, so grab quick if they speak to you. I hope you enjoy it. That is a 2023 Lucky Box from Megabass. Those are available right now while supplies last. All right, Geoff, maybe you're not a Lucky Box kind of guy, right? Maybe you're just more of a straightforward, just give me some baits, right? I've got a drop that hasn't happened for quite some time for you.
Oh boy.
Okay.
The Eyesight 62.
Sight Chartreuse and Sight Pink return in the Hazedong Shad. Now, Geoff, you know that this is my single favorite color.
You do really like that color.
In the Hazedong Shad. If you live around a smallmouth, I don't care what time of the year it is, they're gonna eat this, guaranteed. This one, I just don't throw enough, but this is one of my most popular sellers. Same thing, I guarantee you, they just destroy it. So these two colors are colors that they only run every couple years. We haven't had them in a really long time. I'm actually out of this one, so I was we actually got a small batch like a few weeks ago, and I took them all. So that's why I haven't talked about it until now. So there you go. If you guys have been waiting on these colors to come back, this is the time to scoop them up. This is probably a one-time deal until the next time they run it. So probably not till next year or maybe even the year after. They're all gone already, right? So everything from the factory is here. So Sight Chartreuse, Sight Pink Hazedong, those return. We also see a return in some other limited color items, Black and Silver Flake, Wakasagi, both return, plus a handful of other special JDM colors are back, like Western Blue, Numi Ebi, so on and so forth. So if you guys are Hazedong Shad fans, this is a great week for you. While they were making Sight Chartreuse and Sight Pink, now it's been probably 4 years since these have been made, maybe even longer. How about the same colors in a 3-inch Spark Shad?
Wow, rare.
Yeah, very, very rare. So these are not going to last. None of them are going to last, but these are going to fly out of here very quickly. So if these are colors that speak to you, again, if you live around a smallmouth, you are crazy not to have these colors in your lineup. So Sight Chartreuse, Sight Pink, 3-inch Spark Shad, 3-inch Hazedongs, all return this week from Megabass Japan. While we are on Megabass, a couple of big restocks just to let you guys know about. I know a lot of you guys have been waiting on Sleeper Gill colors to return. The entire color line is back in stock. So this is one of my favorite new baits from Megabass. New, they released it mid last year, but we've absolutely been tearing them up. Kento's been filming in Florida, jacking them on it. So this is a great bait you're gonna wanna add to your spring lineup. All the colors return, core colors and Japan only colors, so those are back. We also see a big restock in the Live X Model 1 LBO. So this is the bait that released kind of in the fall of last year. They've been selling out basically as fast as we can get them. So the fine art colors, all the hard to get colors like the sharp back, smallmouth bass, the rainbow trout, everything returns in this. This is that great crankbait slash jerkbait designed to mimic live bait. So it's got a very, very natural movement to it. It's a little longer than a traditional crankbait or jerkbait would be. So it just has a very lifelike movement to it. So if you're looking to add to kind of your finesse crankbait collection, this would be a great one. The Live X returns in all colors from Megabass. All right, last week, Griff and CJ brought to you guys the Megabass Makippa, right? This has been Megabass's best-selling saltwater bait over the last couple years. It has really taken Japan freshwater by storm as well. Pretty much everywhere we went, Geoff, over the last couple weeks, Makippas were a hot item. And just to make sure you guys know, designed for saltwater, designed for fishing relatively slow on the bottom. You can lift it like a blade bait. You can work it like a tailspin. It's basically a blade bait tailspin combination. But in freshwater, they're basically burning it right under the surface and getting reaction strikes. So all kinds of weights from 3 gram to 40 grams. So there's something, you know, for any type, whether you're BFS fishing, saltwater fishing, just normal freshwater bass for spots or largemouth. The reason I bring that back up is a lot of you guys have been asking us to expand our saltwater lineup. A lot of you guys fish freshwater and saltwater, so we are going to start doing that both with Megabass and some other brands. So a couple of new Megabass drops for you guys in the saltwater realm. Some of these are going to apply to freshwater as well, and some of them are pretty much just going to be saltwater based. Okay, so I'm going to run through them real quick. The brand new Marine Gang Cookai 140 returns plus some new colors in this guy. Okay, so this is the bait that's replacing the old Marine Gang. Now these are going to be available as floating and sinking. Okay, so if you want it to sink and cut down through the surf or get down a little bit deeper, we've got you. If you want it to float and fish it right on the surface, we got you. Now, the Marine Gang 140, obviously, let me spec it out for you. It's 140 millimeters, 25 grams on the floating, 27 grams on the sinking. So you're basically between 3/4 and 1 ounce. There's a look at it. It casts amazingly well. It does have a really big internal LBO weight transfer system in it. So one of the heaviest, largest transfer systems. So you can heave this thing an absolute mile. You can absolutely work this like a jerk bait. You can jerk and twitch, but really it's designed as more of a straight retrieve type bait. Okay, so if you guys are fishing surf or you're fishing any kind of current, you can throw this out and just kind of give it a steady retrieve, and it's going to have just this real tight flashing motion, maybe jerk every once in a while, and it'll have some extra added motion. It could be a really key one for you. I know a lot of guys on the West Coast, striper guys, halibut guys, they love this thing. So it might have a lot of application for you guys more down south in the east for snook and redfish and that kind of stuff. So there you go. The Marine Gang Cookai 140, those are available now. And then for you guys that are fishing more offshore, we see a return in all of the colors of the Megabass Slash Beat. Now this is going to be more of a deep water jig or jigging spoon, depending on what you refer to them as. These are going to be available from 100 gram to 180 gram. Okay, so there's a variety of sizes in here. This guy is designed basically to fall flat as it falls, right? So it's a big spoon that's going to have a kind of a flat fall design to it, a bunch of really dope colors. So you know who you are. If this is the type of fishing that you do, this might be a really cool one to add to your arsenal. So there you go, guys. The Slash Beat from Megabass, those are available now. All right, last week, Griff and CJ also brought you our custom color Hazedong in the Lucky Craft Slender Pointer series, both the 97 and the 112. This is one of my favorite grass, shallow water jerk baits. It comes through cover amazingly well. It stays really high in the column. The fish choke it. So if you guys fish anywhere in shallow water, whether there's aquatic vegetation, wood, maybe cockleburs, but anything where you want that bait to stay in the top few feet, this is an amazing option. This week, we did the same color run in one of the best wintertime jerk baits. This is the Stacey 90 SP version 2. So We're a huge fan of this color. It's just an amazing clear water color. It's just super natural, basically kind of a morning dawn base color. You've got that nice kind of morning dawn pink, and you've got that very faint chartreuse on the bottom, and then clear sides. So it's just an incredibly natural color. The Stacey is a great one in cold water. Anytime you need that bait to just kind of sweep and suspend, right? So this is one that you're going to throw out, bluff walls, deeper water, anywhere where they suspend, maybe over treetops. The Stacey 90 is a great option. You're going to make a long cast, you're going to wind it down to depth, and then you're just going to want to use your rod to kind of sweep it and pause. And that's going to basically just get that bait to move, and it's just going to suspend there perfectly. It's just got a deadly action, and it dives to great depth. So if that speaks to you guys, Hazedong, for a limited amount of time, is available now in the Stacey, and there's still a handful left in those Slenders as well if you guys fish shallow water. So shallow, deep, Hazedong, available now. All right, a lot of you guys are punching, flipping fans like we are, and one of the key tools in our lineup is our punch skirt. Now, punch skirt used to be made by a company called Paycheck. It's got these hard plasticky type beads, but they're so hard that no matter if you've got a 2-ounce tungsten, it's not going to break. The other nice thing about this material is that it doesn't weigh your bait down. It's really buoyant in the water, almost floating, right? So it doesn't affect the action of your bait falling through. It doesn't weigh anything. It doesn't affect your knot. So all colors return in these this week. They're all hand tied in Japan, by the way. Plus we see 2 new color additions. Okay, so we see the new color soft shell. So it's kind of this nice kind of baby blue and light green pumpkin. Would be a great dragonfly color when you guys see dragonflies, or you know, early in the year when the craws are you know, just kind of got this kind of color tone to them. That'll be a great one. The other color we're calling Soccer Mom. So it's basically an avocado. It's like this avocado green with some black and copper flake. You know, every soccer mom in the country eats avocado toast. Jeff, did you know that? Well, now you know. So there you go. Soccer Mom, soft shell, and the hookup tackle punch skirt. Those are available now. All right, guys, a couple of new drops from Imakatsu. We're gonna start right here with a brand new large topwater bait. This is the Imakatsu Slam Dog. Okay, now this is a 145 millimeters, 40 grams. Okay, so you're about 1.5 ounces here. Big, loud topwater bait. Now there's 6 colors. I'm gonna take it out here in a second, but I'm gonna show you. So there's a trout, there's a dark IU, there's a chartreuse back, there's a matte black, Oikawa, and a lighter IU. Now, Jeff, after spending so much time with you,
you should be good.
I realized that maybe your favorite color, I know you're not really a color guy, but IU really speaks to you.
Yeah.
You're really an IU color fan.
Oh, yeah.
Why are you a fan of IU?
It's just a very natural color to me. Whether it's a matte finish, whether it's translucent, it's just very natural.
So IU is a pretty traditional bait fish in most lakes in Japan, which is what these colors are based off. But it's one of those colors that translates super well in the US. It could be a shad, it could be a baby bass, it could be so many different, it just has all the right shades, right? Usually kind of a darker green or gray, some kind of pearl, right? So here you go. Here's a look at the Slam Dog. So you've got 3 hooks, by the way. They're all BKK hooks that come on it. You've got a really loud sound. So this is going to be one of those baits that's going to position itself in between like a kick knocker and a Megadog X, right? So it's a little bit bigger than a kick knocker. It's much smaller than a Megadog X. So if you want something kind of in between, you don't want to go to that full like 2-ounce Megadog X. You want something just a little bit smaller, more like an evergreen Amazon almost. This would be a great option to you. It's got a great movement. It's got a really loud presence when you need just a bigger presentation, right? So there you go. You've got 6 colors. An amazing new topwater bait, the Slam Dog from Imakatsu. Those are available now. All right, and then we also see new this week from Imakatsu, a new glide bait in their lineup. This is the Imakatsu Super SG Plus. Okay, now Griff has been playing with this one over the last couple weeks, 145 millimeters, 30 grams, so it's just over 1 ounce. Let me take one out of the package here for you guys. Now, this one has just a really easy, beautiful gliding motion. It does come with a spare tail as well. So here you go. It's basically just a really small glide. Griff likened it to kind of like a tiny clash type motion where it's, you know, tight. It's not obviously not going to have a huge motion because it's not a huge big bait, but it's a nice finesse bait, relatively inexpensive. So if you guys are looking at getting into glide bait fishing, this would be a good size because it's basically just over 1 ounce. So it'd be easy to throw on most gear without having to go out and get a specialized setup. Of course, like most Imakatsu baits, there's different ways to rig it. So there's a slot if you want to top rig it. There's stabilizer fins on there, so it's going to maintain, you know, its horizontal keel, and you guys will be able to work it at a slow speed or a fast speed. So a handful of colors, all good colors from shads to trouts to IUs. So there you go. The Super SG Plus from Imakatsu, those are also available now. All right, Geoff, let's stay on big fish ideas for a minute, but let's switch companies, okay? Let's jump over to Duo Japan. Okay, so Duo makes some amazing hard baits. Most of you guys by now have implemented like the Jerkbait 120, you know, spy baits probably for sure, right? Well, they have a sub brand under their Realis called Fangbait. Fangbait is designed for trophy sized fish. It could be anything. It could be a bass. It could be a Nile perch. It could be a tigerfish, right? It could be saltwater. It could be anything that's big and potentially causes a threat to crush a lure, break a lure, something like that, right? So all the Fangbait series have wires through them, so should anything ever happen to your bait, you've got a solid connection to the fish. You're gonna land your trophy, right? So we see a brand new offering and some expansions in the color line this week from Duo. So let's start with the new offering, Fangbait 80 DR. Now this is a jerkbait slash crankbait, again designed in the Fangbait idea. Let me show you the back of it so you can kind of see the internal. So you can see that that wire basically runs the entire length underneath that bait, so everything is a solid connection. There's no risk of, you know, a hook popping out or having any kind of defect in there. Now it does have a weight transfer system. I'm gonna spec it out for you. It's 80 millimeters. The weight is basically 3/8 of an ounce, almost 12 grams, and it's designed to go 6 to 8 feet down, okay? On heavy line, by the way. So if you want to throw it on lighter line, it's going to get 10 to 12 feet down. So if you guys are fishing, you know, bass or open water, throw it on 10 pound and get it down there into 12, 13 feet. But if you're fishing for larger fish, you know, throw it on 14, 16 pound line, it's still gonna get down to 8 feet. So it does have that weight transfer system in it that will lock in place, and it locks all the way into the head so that it maintains this kind of head down motion as it goes through. So you can see a nice snack size offering. It's gonna be applicable pretty much to any species. You've got some natural colors like the neon, or like the pearl that I just showed you. You've got some kind of crossover colors, and then you've got some of your crazy colors as well. So the Fangbait 80 DR, that's new this week from Duo. We also see a restock plus new color offerings in the larger size in the Fangbait 120 DR. Okay, so some new colors in this guy. That one's pretty dirty. All right, pretty sick. I wish I needed this. Right. A lot of you guys are probably looking at this and they're like, ah, I can put that to use. Yeah. I wish that did it for me, right? I need this color for some reason. I don't know. But Fangbait 120 DR, I'll take it out for you guys really quick. This has been available before, but we're seeing some new color options in there. That would be a super sexy kind of perch color, but again, designed as a peacock bass color. Just looks filthy. I'll spec it out. 4 3/4 inches, so 120 millimeters. 27 grams, so just shy of an ounce. It's a size 1 treble on there. So again, built with the same idea. You've got that, you know, wire through. So a lot of you guys fish in places like Florida, for instance, where maybe one cast you're gonna catch a 2-pound peacock or a, you know, 5-pound largemouth. And your next cast, it might be a 30-pound snook, right? So a lot of times you put just a normal freshwater bait and it's fine for those, you know, 3 to 10 pound fish, but all of a sudden you hook a tarpon or a snook or a giant redfish and shit just goes south. So if you guys find yourself in those kind of positions, the Fangbait might be perfect for your waters. This guy is designed to get down into, again, kind of that 10 to 15 foot range on a heavy line, just a bigger size. So there you go, Fangbait DRs from Duo. Those are available now. Are you gonna throw any of those Fangbaits, Geoff?
Yes.
Do you catch enough fish to need a wire through on your bait?
Well, when I go after Spanish mackerel in the Tamaga River,
this is what you're thinking.
that's what I'm throwing.
Yeah. Your mind is just stuck in Japan, isn't it?
Well,
we're losing Geoff. Someday, if you want to be a real Japanese boy, you have to drink Orion, the finest beer from Okinawa. And maybe some matcha tea. What say you about matcha, Geoff?
Matcha is a traditional Japanese drink that the Japanese seem to love.
Uh-huh. Because it's delicious.
Because it's a drink. And they drink it. And,
what does Geoff feel about the taste of matcha?
well, fortunately for me, while I was there, I was able to taste this magical drink that I'd heard so much about.
Uh-huh.
And, you know, when you first look at it...
Geoff, I can't even take it anymore. Let's show the clip. Here, I'm going to send you the clip of you drinking it.
Oh, you still have that?
Yeah, look at this embarrassing clip. One sip. You couldn't even get through one sip.
I had to. You filmed both.
No, I only filmed one.
You asshole.
The first the first one you looked like you were going to puke. Yeah. Well done, Geoff.
It tastes like when you cut your grass and then you add milk.
Yeah.
And then you stir it and then you hand it to somebody.
I see. So grass clippings.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Delicious.
All right. Well-cultured Geoff. Good job.
That's just what I am.
Good job. All right, let's stay on baits. Enough of your nonsense. Duo, staying in Duo, but we're going back to freshwater, okay? One of our best-selling small downsizing jerk baits is the Duo Rozante. I said Rozante. Rozante 77, okay? So this is a great suspending jerk bait. It's 77 millimeters, it's 8.4 grams, so it's, you know, kind of in between a 1/4 and a 3/8. Size 8 trebles, just a really easy jerk bait to cast, has great movement. We sell gazillions of them. So this week we see the addition of a bunch of new colors. So I'm gonna walk through these with you. So there's a brand new Yamame ND, by the way. Only 3 weeks off from Yamame season opening up on March 1st, so I'm excited about that. So new color there. What else do we got here? We've got Ghost Pearl Chartreuse is a new color. Fish Junior, one of my favorite colors from the Spy Bait line, comes over. ELT Sharp, if you need something brighter. Lemon Bliss. Zappy Shirazu, probably named after you, Zappy. Peachy GT, just looks clear. Oh, hold on. Let's take this out. It is clear, but it's got a little red flake on it and just a touch of peach. Yeah, it's for when they're on that kind of peach egg bite. That happens, you know what I mean? And then finally, brown trout, ND. Not new, but it's just such a cool color, I had to show it. So there you go, the Rozante 77 SP from Duo. Line expands by a big amount. Those are available now. All right, guys, Owner Japan. We've been bringing in some of their soft plastics. A few weeks ago, we brought you the Juster Stick, just a great kind of slow falling Senko style bait. This week, we introduced to you the Juster Shad. So this is taking on the same concept as the Juster Stick. We're just adding a kind of finesse paddle tail to it. Let me find a bigger one. Here, let's go with this one. So it's a little easier to see. Let's open one up and I'll show this to you guys. So the Juster series of baits, just great all around soft plastics if you guys are looking to expand your soft plastic line. These are great because you're getting JDM soft plastics. They're not that expensive, right? So they're a little bit underpriced compared to most JDM plastics, but work amazingly well. So here you go, basically the same idea as the Juster stick, only you've got this little paddle tail on it. Now there's 3 sizes, we're gonna talk about each one, because they're all designed to work a little bit different. Now this is the largest size. This is the 4.2 inch. This guy is designed to fish either weightless like a Senko, so it is going to fall horizontally. Remember, just like the Juster stick, it's a little thinner on the bottom, a little wider on the top. It's got that dual plastic, so a little more salt on the top, so it's gonna give it this really beautiful shimmy on the way down. Guys, also use this one as a free rig bait. It's an amazing free rig bait because you're gonna get that horizontal kick while that paddle tail is back there, so I think you guys are really gonna dig it. Now, if you wanna fish it weightless, there are also 2 kind of pilot holes in the back here designed for inserting nail weights. Okay, so you can insert a nail weight in either hole. That will weight it down a little bit more, but still allow it to fall horizontally, and it won't affect the hook. So if you want to get it in a little bit deeper water, you can weight it down. If you leave them just how they are, it's going to provide a little more air, so it's going to be a little slower sinking. So you've got some options there as you go. Okay, so there's the 4.2 inch. Again, weightless, free rig, jig rig, Jika rig, anything like that, going to be a great option. Now there's 2 other sizes I'm going to show you guys. There's also a 3.2 inch, and again, this one's going to be designed the same way. So another great free rig or weightless bait. But then they also make this sexy little dude. This is in a 2.2 inch. This one's designed as a drop shot bait or on a little ball head. You can use it as a jig trailer. So, you know, much tinier, much more compact, but you've got some great options. Now there's some great colors, you know, from green pumpkins to, you know, natural shads to electric shads, you know, little chartreuse type colors. So some really good options in there. I think you guys will really like this if you try it. So, you know, please try it. I think you guys are gonna find you're gonna catch a lot of fish on it. So that's brand new from Owner Japan. That's Getnet Cultiva Juster Shad. Okay, a couple quick restocks to let you guys know about from Evergreen. All hard baits from Evergreen, shower blows, combat cranks, flat force. If you guys have been waiting on any hard baits, those return in a big way this week from Evergreen. We also see a massive restock and return of their jigs. So the IR jig, this was a new release to the US this year. 3/8, 5/16, half, all return, all colors. This is just a great kind of skipping jig. This was a really popular jig in Japan as well. We saw tons of them. So I think you guys will really love it if you go skipping docks, or you can just fish it around bluffs. Just kind of a general all-purpose kind of round head finesse jig. So those all return. I know a lot of you guys are fishing in the South where grass is you know, prevalent. Florida, Georgia, so on and so forth. We see a huge return in all the colors and sizes of the Evergreen Grass Ripper jig as well. So designed to be a kind of a 1-2 punch with the jackhammer. So if you guys are catching jackhammer fish and they lay off of it, this could be a great option for you. Also makes an amazing bait to use with the Evergreen trailer. Of course, you can use any trailer with the Grass Ripper, but Evergreen designed the Grass Ripper to specifically go with the head shaker trailer. So this is just an amazing combo. Of course, the head shaker you can fish on its own. It's got a different shape, a different build, so it's going to have a very specific wobble. But there's colors to match pretty much everything. So you've got whites to go with whites. You've got a red to go with the fire crawl, which would be a killer this time of the year. Chartreuse to go with the chartreuse colors, so on and so forth, right? So if you're looking to pair a jig with the trailer it was designed for, this is the combination you're looking for. But of course, whatever your favorite trailer is, knock yourself out. Those return this week from Evergreen. And while we're on Evergreen, this is the last week for our Evergreen Combat Stick promotion, and we just did a big full restock. So if there's any models you guys were missing out on, like the jackhammer rod, for instance, everything is back in stock. So this would be a great chance to scoop up your favorite combat sticks. Now these are only $199, and with every combat stick purchase, you are going to get a $200 kind of mystery box of hide-up tackle. Right, so there's some soft plastics in here, there's a hard bait in there, so just a variety of really cool tackle from Hide Up, a $200 value for a $200 purchase. You're basically getting double value for your purchase on the Combat 6. So this is the last week that it's going to run. So if you guys have been waiting, great time to pick it up. Those are available now. All right, Geoff, let's jump over to Simms for a minute. Some really cool new items from Simms land. Let's start right here. This is the brand new SolarFlex Wind Hoodie. Okay, so we saw this back at ICAST. Let me open one of these up and I will show you guys closer. If you followed along with our ICAST coverage last year, Simms launched this at ICAST. So SolarFlex hoodies, definitely our #1 selling sun shirt. Kind of go back and forth from the Anetic that we wear all the time to the SolarFlex, which is really kind of the best like hot weather sun shirt. This is designed to kind of be a crossover piece from SolarFlex. This is the SolarFlex Wind Hoodie. So instead of it being just a full sun shirt, they have gone with this wind resistant material on the front chest and the back and the top of the arms, but the rest of the shirt is traditional SolarFlex material. Okay, so what this is designed for, it's designed for those kind of crisp, cool mornings where you don't really need a full jacket, right? But it's just a little bit chilly and you just want to cut down that wind chill maybe on your head or on your chest or on your arms. It's kind of that transitional shirt. If it gets super hot, you're gonna stay in regular SolarFlex. But a lot of you guys live in places like Southern California or places where it's just a little chilly kind of most of the day, and that zip from spot to spot in your boat, you know, gets you a little chilled, but you don't want to just put a jacket on, take a jacket off, so on and so forth. So this just kind of combines the best of both worlds. It's kind of a new stab for them. So it's gonna be interesting to see how you guys like it. It's built incredibly well. And again, you got the full sleeve coverage, the front chest, the back, and the hood is gonna be windproof. You've got this really light kind of SolarFlex material inside the hood, and then the rest of the shirt is SolarFlex. So those are available in a handful of colors from Simms. We also see some brand new Simms socks. Okay, now socks aren't something that we talk about very often. Griff and I were actually just talking about this, so I brought a handful of these to Japan with me, and they were literally my favorite sock that I had. Not just because they were cool colored, but they're just great socks.
They're the most comfortable sock I've ever worn.
So, and you've been wearing these? I've been seeing you in trout socks.
Those ones, and then the wet weight sock.
Yep.
I just wear them as everyday socks, and they're comfortable.
Cool. So, you know, these are designed with fishing in mind first, but they can be great everyday socks. So there's a handful of them. This is the M's Daily sock. This would be one that you could wear just day in and day out, right? It's merino wool. It does have a high wicking, so if it gets wet, it's gonna dry very quickly. There's a handful of different colors, like this happens to be like a brown trout, there's a rainbow trout, there's a few different versions in there. They also make a midweight hiking sock. This is a great one if you guys are actually hiking or going out into the brush, or you need something just a little bit thicker. All the way to, like, there's a heavyweight over the calf sock, right? So if you guys are wading or doing something like that, that's a great one. And then the other sock that Griff was talking about is this guy. This is a wet wading sock. I own like 10 pairs of these. So if you guys are actually wading in the water, like wet wading, maybe you're fishing from shore, a pond, a river, and you wade out, and then you wade back, and you wade back, you know, wade in the water, get out of the water, hike around, back in the water. This is a great one because it's long, it goes over your calf, and it's designed for this top piece to fold over the top of your boot or shoe to prevent rocks and gravel from getting into your shoe. And it's designed with all kinds of drainage. So it drains very quick, dries very quick. That's a great one if you guys are wet wading. So those are new from Simms. And then finally from Simms, well, actually not finally, but this should be the final thing from Simms. Something that every angler needs in the arsenal. This is the brand new Fish Whistle 2.0. Geoff, what is a fish whistle? You can put your lead in there. What can you put in the fish whistle? What is the fish whistle designed for?
Flies?
No. Negative.
Looks like a
Simms
fly
isn't a
box.
fly fishing company.
Oh, that's weird.
Simms is a weed smoking company.
I see.
Yeah, so it's designed to put your fun inside of this. So this holds a small pipe.
Yep.
This holds whatever you want it to hold. And there you go. And then you get to sport your favorite brand. You can clip this to your belt and just have it accessible all the time. Do you need one of these?
Where's Callan and Andrew when you need them?
Griff? Yeah, okay. Well, if you guys are fun, that might be speaking your language. There you go, the Fish Whistle 2.0. All right, one more thing from Simms, Geoff. This is the Simms Dry Creek boat bag, okay? Now, this is a very expensive boat bag, but super functional, and it might serve a great purpose. Buying this is kind of like buying the Yeti of tackle storage, if you will, okay? So it's designed to be super durable, completely waterproof on the bottom. So if, you know, water comes in or puddles come in, you can put this in water and it's not gonna seep in. Waterproof top, right? It's got an easy on, easy off clip. And then inside it's padded and it has different things that you can use to store whatever you want. Of course, all these are removable with Velcro. So if you want to just leave it open and stack your boxes inside, there's some zip pockets in here. And of course, if it's a super rainy day, you can close this, zip it up. But even just by going in and out and then using that fast attachment tool, the rain's gonna drip off and you're gonna be good. So if you guys are looking for just a super bomber boat bag, I don't know, maybe you're a co-angler, maybe you're like me, I just have a ton of bags like this where I just move them in and out all the time. If it's gonna be a rainy day, or maybe you're fishing from shore and you wanna put it down, not worry about stuff getting inside your bag, could be an amazing option. So these are available now from Simms. All right, Geoff, before we jump into a couple of rods, I want to tell you guys about an important restock. We did a huge restock this week of Daiwa. Def? I just called you Def. You good? I'm apparently not good. Geoff, what did you think of the Daiwa new product launches?
It was definitely cool.
I like what you did there. Stay tuned. I know a lot of you guys have been asking about that brand new IMZ. We will bring you our first look impression of that this week. I think there's gonna be some real big hits and surprises in there from Daiwa. But before we worry about any of that, huge restock on existing Daiwa happened this week. So if you guys have been waiting on things like Zillions, HDs, Tatulas, Ballistics, you know, anything like that, we did a massive restock. Same with rods, Rebellions, Steez, one of our favorite rods, all back in stock. And keep in mind that we are nearing the end of our Daiwa promotion where every reel and every rod you purchase is gonna come with free Daiwa goods. So you purchase a reel, you're gonna get a free Anetic Daiwa / the Hookup Tackle co-branded shirt. This is a shirt that we wear, I mean, literally every day in Japan, I wore this shirt. If you buy a rod, you get your choice of shirt or jacket. It could be something like this dope hoodie, like this. It could be something like this really cool Challenger jacket, right? And again, it's gonna have Daiwa logo, it's gonna have Hookup logo, so co-branded stuff. $100 value, free with every purchase of Daiwa rod and reel. Those are all available now. All right, guys, and let's wrap with some Megabass rods. Geoff, we got a handful of new Arms Super Ligera combos I want to show you guys. Before we do, we still have a handful left of the brand new Destroyer P5 models in 3 models. We've got the BMG, which has become our favorite multi-purpose all-around rod for throwing things like a mag draft, sleeper gill, any of those things, plus deep football jig, heavy Texas rig, an unbelievable rod. The FMJ, which is a no-brainer for kind of multi-use jig and worm, bottom contact. And I think Griff's new favorite rod, maybe? Yeah. The Jungle 7, we still have a handful of these. This is the 711 flippin' punchin' rod. What do you love about this rod so much, dude?
I just love the power of the rod.
Yeah, it's a sick rod, right? Yeah, so if you guys are looking for just an incredible all-around flip, punch, pitch rod, the Jungle 7 will probably be right up your alley. It's gonna rival that Steez. I think they're gonna go back and forth. To Griff, there's no rival. Blows it away for you?
For me, yeah.
Cool. So there you go. Those are still available for now. The next restock of those isn't scheduled till summer. So if you guys have been on the edge or thinking about it, we still have some in stock. Let's jump over to probably the sexiest rods that we carry in store. This is the Megabass Arms Super Ligera. Now, If you guys have been hanging out around here long enough, you know this is a custom program that Megabass does. They build these by hand, custom for whoever orders them. Now we order some selections here in the shop, so we try to get like monthly drops of new color combinations, you know, different things to bring to you guys. So let me show you a handful that showed up this week. This is the 7003 spinning. I posted this on Instagram this week. I think we have 1 or 2 of these left. Beautiful multi-purpose spinning rod, drop shot, free rig, kind of like a baby windbuster, like 1 power lighter than a windbuster, very similar taper. This is a beautiful combination that we haven't done before. This is a matte carbon fiber grip with the purple highlights. You have the purple here, you have the purple on the tip. Of course, we always do the dragon on them. Made in Japan, just a beautiful craftsmanship on this guy. So that is available. All right, this is a 7206. So this is a great kind of multi-purpose jig and worm, small swim bait rod. We see this one come in this week in that matte carbon fiber grip with the red highlights. So just a beautiful combination. Again, you've got the dragon on there. Now, keep in mind that the casting rods are going to come custom to left hand or right hand. The spinning is going to be ergonomic. It's just kind of universal. It's ergonomic to fit in either hand. But you want to make sure you choose the hand that you're either holding the rod with as you retrieve, but most of us hold the rod at the reel. So I'll choose the hand grip that I'm using to cast. So I cast with my right hand. I usually choose a right hand grip. It's not the end of the world if you don't have the perfect grip, but for this price, you might as well get the exact one that you want. So lefty and righty available in that guy. All right, we see a couple of 6904s return. This is a 6'9" 4-power. Just a great universal all-around use rod, kind of similar to like a super destroyer. You can do a lot of different things with this, jig and worm, top water, and again, we're sticking with that kind of matte carbon grip. This one's just going to be that traditional kind of Grigio stone, that nice kind of silver gunmetal, so super clean, super sleek, again with the dragon. 1/4 to 3/4 ounce. A lot of guys will use this rod also as like a jerkbait rod. So a lot of different things that you can do with it. Even though it's a 4-power, it's good both kind of fast action and some reaction bait like walking topwater, jerkbait stuff. And then finally, we've got a couple of 6402s, and this is going to be the bait finesse model. Not really true bait finesse, more I would say finesse, right? But you can throw some bait finesse stuff on it. Both Griff and I have one of these. Is this your kind of favorite light duty rod? Karashis, yeah. Evergreen 777s, small jerk baits, little jerk baits, that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's just a great one for all that. So this is going to be the gloss carbon fiber with that red hit. Just beautiful again, dragon. Made in Japan, custom built. So if you guys are looking for just kind of the ultimate rod, maybe one of these speak to you. We only get 1 or 2 pieces in each combination in when we do them, so make sure you grab quick if they speak to you, but those are available now from Megabass. All right, my friends, that is a wrap for this week. Geoff, cheers. Happy Sunday. Go team, whichever team it is that you guys are rooting for. I hope your team wins, or if you're like me, you're gonna either go fishing or go to bed. Geoff, you may go to bed now. Jet lag looks like it's kicking your butt. You know, beer would help.
Jet lag's not kicking my ass. It's being here.
Oh, back in Arizona. You don't love Arizona? You're over it?
I gotta get out of here.
Okay, ciao. My friends, thank you very much for supporting Griff and CJ while we were gone. Good job, Griff. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your business. If you have questions on anything that we've covered, drop it down below. I will definitely get to it. On behalf of myself and Geoff and Griff and everybody here at the Hookup Tackle Guys, you know, thank you again for your support in your business. Have a wonderful weekend. Go hug your family, root for your team, catch some big ones. We'll see you guys next week. Cheers, my friends.